In this video, we will take a look at how to use the Communications Solution Template. The Communications Solution Template, or otherwise known as the comms template, it enables you to engage your team, your customers, or any audience to promote your culture and simplify communications across your network. In this presentation, we'll take a look at an overview of the comms template and its features, and then in section 2, we'll take a look at how to configure the template. So let's first look at the key features. Within the app, there are 2 user roles. So we have the regular user and also the admin user. So the regular user will have access to news feeds, a directory, an in-app chat, forums, discussions. They'll be able to give and receive recognition, take a look at events, receive awards, access a document library, use the in-app survey, and look at settings including profile and notifications. The admin user can manage all existing users and create new users. They'll be able to manage and review news, manage awards, manage and create events, manage the document library, manage and create communications, and also configure the app security rules. So if we jump into the app, the user will be shown the onboarding screen. This is a standard screen for a Fliplet template. There's a login, a registration, and a home screen. So this is the first screen that the user will see within the app. And each option on the screen will lead the user to a new menu. So we have the news, communications, directory, recognition, resources, and events section, as well as if you are an admin, then you'll see access to the admin menu. For the news option, the user will see the news feed, and here the user can engage by liking, bookmarking and commenting on a post, as well as muting if they do not want to see any notifications. If the user has a suggested news item, they can click here to suggest that and be led to the suggest news form. They'll need to give their news a title, some content. They can choose categories, a type, and additional attachments such as images, files, and audio. Once they have submitted the post, the user will be taken back to the news feed. Their suggested news will show up in the admin suggest news feed, where the admin can approve whether this is added to the general news feed. Returning back to the menu, we have the communications panel. In here, the user will have access to chat, team discussion, and the knowledge sharing forum. The chat option will show any existing messages, and the user will be able to select any users that are registered on the app to chat with, and selecting multiple users will create a group. Team discussion is a lot like the newsfeed, and we'll have a thread where the user can engage with liking and bookmarking once again, also with comments. To add their own discussion topic, the user should click the plus, and they'll be taken through to a form where they can add the title, body, and additional attachments to support their new discussion. And the knowledge sharing forum, again, very similar to the existing threads. However, the knowledge sharing is recommended to share favourite books, exciting podcasts, or trending news articles, for example. The directory tab will take the user to a directory of all users registered on the app. Here the user can click to learn more, and on their own profile, here they'll be able to edit their existing information. You can also click to start chatting and be led to the chat function. The recognitions panel opens up the option to view all recognitions, give someone recognitions, or view the app awards. To view all recognitions, you'll be shown any recognitions that have been given to anyone on the app. Here you can make a comment, again, liking and engaging. To add a new one, you can either press the plus or click to give someone recognition. You'll need to include a name, a reason, and once again a category that can be used to filter the recognitions and choose whether users should be notified of this post. App awards will show existing users and their awards, and to view your own, if you'll click the awards list, you'll see examples of any awards that have been rewarded here. Resources. This section will give access to the document library, the get in touch form, and the in-app survey. So if you need to load any supporting documents to your app, then this is where they can be accessed. Again, users can bookmark these to allow easy access to their favourites or any that they want to revisit. Get in touch will provide the user with a form where they can send an inquiry and select a topic for that inquiry. The survey is an in-app survey where you can ask users to submit an anonymous survey. Once the form is submitted, the admin will receive an email with the results. Events panel will take the user to a list of calendar events where, again, the user can click to view any further information and click to save or bookmark the item. The user can filter by external and internal, but these categories can be modified to suit your needs. Switching over to admin and looking at the admin options. The admin menu firstly starts with managing users. The manage users will open the directory. This is where you can click any user to edit their existing information or delete the user. To add a new user to the app, you can simply click the plus and fill out the form to include them in the app. Manage News will show all existing news. Any news item can be edited by selecting the news and scrolling down to edit. Here you'll be shown the form with the existing news data in there, which can be edited, or alternatively the news icon, the news article can be deleted. To add a new news article, just select the plus button and input the required information. The Manage Events section, much like the newsfeed, will display all existing news. You can select an item to edit it or delete, and a new event can be added by selecting the plus button and inputting the relevant event information. Manage Communication, again, much like the existing Manage options, will allow you to manage any existing or sent communication. Any sent ones can be viewed and duplicated or deleted, and a draft can be edited here. Select the plus button to add new communication. The communication can be chosen to be sent by email or push, and here are the email settings as well as the push settings here. The communication can be saved to come back to later as a draft, can send as a test, or you can send to users. Manage Document Library. Here you can view all existing documents that are part of the app and edit them or delete them by selecting the item. To add a new document, press the plus button and add the required material. Finally, Configure Security will allow you to set some security rules for your app. This only needs to be configured once, but here you can see some instructions on setting the security. You can include the screen names that should be excluded and where to redirect the user to should they not be logged into the app. Here you can choose the authentication option. Once submitted, this will be live in your app and does not need to be configured again unless you want to make changes. Now that we've taken a look at the app, let's talk about how we can configure the template. So this part of the video assumes that you already know how to use Fliplet Studio and you understand the basic use of components and how to launch and update apps. There is plenty of extra support in the Fliplet Help Centre at help.fliplet.com that can guide you and help you get started if you are new to Fliplet Studio. To add the comms solution template to your account, log into Fliplet Studio, click to create a new app and select the communication solution option. When you add the app to your account, you may want to look at branding your app. You can update this with the theme appearance and the appearance settings to put this in line with your brand guidelines. There may be a few screens and features that you don't want to include, so you can look to remove these or add any additional features that you wish. There is lots of placeholder content across the app, including the newsfeed, recognition, examples of events and awards, so you may want to look at updating these to sit in line with what you want to create on the app. And components. There are a number of components in the app that have existing settings. For example, the form and the awards, you may want to make tailored awards or changes to the form fields such as surveys or newsfeed information. This can all be updated using the component settings. With the forms, you will also want to look at updating the email templates and email notifications for when these are submitted. When building your app, you'll want to configure users and user types so you can determine who is an admin user and who is a regular user, and you can preload any users to the data source. Alternatively, you may have your users register and sign up using the registration form. If you need any further assistance with the comms template, you can review our support site at help.fliplet.com. Just search for comms solution or communication solution, and the support article with a rundown of each screen will be available. Or alternatively, you can contact our support team on support@fliplet.com or simply use the live chat option within Fliplet Studio.